Welcome to the B&D RV pregame show. I'm Mark Mason. With me is John Nurden, and we're here on VTV Channel 6 for a great matchup tonight between the Grantsville Cowboys and the Union Cougars here at Union High School. And John, we're watching the girls warm up for the Union Cougars, and one of their stars stands about 4'8", but she's a stud.
Yeah, Tori does a really good job. Tori Ross. I got to watch her the other night, and you know, she shoots it well, she handles the ball real well. She's got an older sister playing, and you see them both on there. I'm assuming sister, could be a cousin, I guess.
Well, the Ross family's contributed to the Union Cougar sports franchise for many years. And tonight, we want to take a look at the starting lineups here on the B&D RV pregame show. I want to remind everyone that tonight's pregame coverage is brought to you by B&D RV. B&D RV supplies the Uinta Basin with the best in RV sales, RV rental, and RV service. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, B&D will assist you in your purchases. Stop in at 1570 West Highway 40 in Vernal to check out our on-the-lot inventory. So for the Grantsville Cowboys, number 3, Cameron Potter. And then we've got, on the board, it might be a little bit wrong, according to the.
That looked like the boys.
Maybe that was the boys. Yeah, let's go with the girls. Whitney Castagno, number 3, number 12 Riley Eakins, number 14 Megan Caffarelli, and number 22 Braille Crossman, and then number 32 Abby Butler. That'll be the starting lineup for the Grantsville Cowboys. And do we have a starting lineup?
You know, we tried to get a hold of Coach Hoops, and we didn't get a hold of him. But the other night they started Catherine Ross. Let's see, Shayla Draper is one of the leading scorers for the state and for Roosevelt. And then Alyssa Berge, she's a big three-point shooter. Love her game. Paige Farnsworth, excuse me. She has a fair bit of rebounding to do each night, and she does a great job with that. And then Cassie Houston started, and you know, somewhere in that thing I got that right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe Farnsworth didn't start, and it was Chesney Nelson that started, but somewhere in that range, those 6 players do a lot of the
damage for the Cougars. Well, great. Okay, well, thanks for joining us tonight here on VTV 6, where we're streaming live. We've got 2 games tonight. Want to remind you the boys' game starts later at 7 o'clock. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for more of the B&D RV pregame show.
Are you a busy mom like me with so little time, juggling so many different things that getting your oil changed is the last thing on your mind? You won't believe this. Head to L&L Express Lane. You don't need an appointment. There's a place for your kids to play, and you can use an iPad with Wi-Fi while you wait. And here's the best part. It's all done under 30 minutes or less. Come and see us at L&L's Express Lane. People you know. People who care.
Given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
Pilot Thomas Logistics provides a wide variety of services including fuel delivery, lubes, and oils. Pilot Thomas has experienced tremendous growth in the last couple of years with the merging of Western Petroleum and Thomas Petroleum. They have local employees that are committed to providing their customers with excellent service and competitive pricing, while having some unique services like a DEF pump dispenser at the Naples Card Lot. As Pilot Thomas continues to be a leader in the fuel distribution industry, they are committed to providing high-quality service to their customers now and in the future.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
Are you pushing the limits of riding? Are you ripping down the nastiest trails? Adjusting to the elements? Racking up the most miles? The 2016 Ski-Doo sleds. Are you riding or are you watching? See the 2016 sleds at skidoo.com.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
Welcome back to the VTV pregame show, brought to you by B&D RV, Mark Mason and John Nurden. And this is fun. We're here with the girls, and you can see them warming up down on the court. And the Cougars, you know, a number of years ago, it's like 3 years ago, I believe, competing for a state championship. Now kind of in the 3rd year of their rebuilding process. But they play a fun brand of basketball.
So I have a few stats for you. The girls, they play against Grantsville tonight, and they're the bottom 2 teams in the region. The boys, they're the top 2. I think both games should be very close, very, very hard-fought battles. You know, nobody wants to stay on the bottom, and you know, they want to work their way up. So both of these teams really want to win this game tonight. And so look for a well-fought battle with 2 pretty equally matched teams, it looks like, on paper.
Yeah, and the ponytail show is out and live. The Grantsville girls realize the camera is on them. And mugging for the camera right now. Glad that everyone can have a good time, including the cameraman right down there on the baseline. That might be a camera woman.
No, and that's one of the great things about this VTV production. They provide high-quality videos that the kids will be able to have the rest of their life. You know, she'll go home, she'll find out she can look at that on YouTube someday, and she's going to really regret that one right there, probably. But good for her to be having a blast.
Streaming live here on VTV6.com. Want to welcome all the viewers that are watching from Grantsville, also those here that have their wear the gold and black on their sleeve. All the Cougar fans here tonight that couldn't make it to the stadium, and we know that the stands will flesh out a little bit. Usually we see a really good attendance for the girls team.
Yeah, we do normally, and you know, the Cougar crazies, you can hear them a little bit in there, and they'll fill up the stands tonight, and it's a little early start too for a lot of the parents, so they come right at game time, you know, 5:15, so that you know, they can finish work and get here on time.
Yeah, when we got keys to the game, we did talk to Coach Megan Vera for the Grantsville Cowboys. Now, listen to her keys to the game and tell me if any basketball coach would say something different. Match Union's physicality, take care of the ball, and play loose.
Some coaches might not want you to play loose. They might want you really on your game.
Well, sometimes you get so uptight worrying about what you're supposed to be doing that you're thinking too much, and so she's saying, go out there, react, go have fun.
So if she says anything to them, we can show her the pregame coverage, and she'll see their team's pretty loose as they're getting jiggy on the video.
Yeah,
there.
they're getting jiggy with it. So we're here on VTV 6. We're going to have the national anthem at the start of the game. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back for the tip-off of tonight's game.
These days, we all want more speed. And right now at Strata Networks, that's exactly what you're going to get. For a limited time, upgrade your current internet package and get faster speeds at no additional cost for 90 days. That's right. Browse, stream, and download faster with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. Call us today to get your free speed boost. Only from Strata Networks. Restrictions apply. See store for details. Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Get out of the cold this winter and come to Affinity Sports Zone, where the fun comes naturally. We have arcade games, the lounge room, and batting and pitching cages. We offer a fully stocked snack bar and a bully-free environment where kids can come and have fun. We do parties in groups, or just bring your friends and come on down. Like Affinity Sports Zone on Facebook and come see us today.
In Utah, 562 people died by suicide last year. In 3 consecutive years, 151 youth died by suicide, and only 1 was currently in treatment. What would you do if someone you knew was in a mental health crisis? Learn how to identify signs and access resources and support. Northeastern Counseling Center is offering a 1-day mental health first aid class, and it's free. Contact Northeastern Counseling for information for future classes and be part of the solution.
At B&D RV, we are the Basin's headquarters on providing affordable, comfortable RVs that get you out of the city and into the woods. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, here at B&D, we will assist you with your purchase. Stop in today and see our large inventory.
Are you a busy mom like me with so little time, juggling so many different things that getting your oil changed is the last thing on your mind? You won't believe this. Head to L&L Express Lane. You don't need an appointment. There's a place for your kids to play, and you can use an iPad with Wi-Fi while you wait. And here's the best part. It's all done under 30 minutes or less. Come and see us at L&L's Express Lane. People you know. People who care.
Welcome back to Union High School here on VTV Channel 6. Mark Mason, John Nerton bringing you tonight's game. And going to the starting lineups now live here on VTVChannel6.com. And they're going to announce the Cougars. It is number 3, Whitney Castagno. Number 12, Riley Eakins. Number 14, Megan Caffarelli. Number 22, Braylee Crossman. And then number 32, Abby Butler. Which one of those was, I think it was number 14 was the one that is not shy on the camera.
I think you're right.
Megan Caffarelli. So for tonight's starting lineup for the Union Cougars. Gonna start with number 5, Katie Ross, she's a senior. Number 14, Shayla Draper, the guard, senior. This is number 15, Alyssa Berge, and number 20, Paige Farnsworth. And then number 33, Cassie Houston, be the starting lineup for the Union Cougars. And last minute instructions from the coaches.
You know, Mark, I wonder how much the ride or the drive out here affects Grantsville. That's a distance. You know, they have to go 4 hours roughly to get from Grantsville to here. You know, that's just got to be tough for those kids. They're not used to that like Union is. You know, Union travels all over the place for years and years, and this is kind of new for Grantsville to have to come out here.
Yeah, 4-hour drive. Anyone from the Basin to play sports, 4 hours, oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, they're kind of used to it.
Everyone else, 4 hours That's like you need a 3-day weekend for that.
Yeah, and it's certainly further out here than home.
Here's the tip. Cougars control the tip. It's off to Ross. Ross in the right corner.
Berge with that three-pointer.
Oh, that one's off left. And here come the Cowboys. There's jerseys say Cowboys, so I think we're going to go with that instead of Cowgirls. Is that correct?
Probably, but I'm
boy,
sure they're
good
happy
smothering
with either.
defense on the wing, but the Cowboys get it around, swing it, and then the first points of the game go to Whitney Castagno.
You see, they're kind of playing a real deep zone there. They're really, really hitting in down on Houston.
Not letting anything there. That's a shot I would like to see Ross shoot. She had the little 10-footer. You have to shoot that other teardrop style, but you get that much space in the lane. There's a pass that just can't be handled, out of bounds. Paige Farnsworth was the intended recipient.
That's a little zig and a zag. One person's going right, the other thinks they're going left, and you know, not as bad a pass as it looked.
Quick off the dribble, gets to the baseline, passes back in the post, up to the three-point shooter. It's up and it's good.
Rattles that one in.
That's Braylee Crossman. She's a junior. The Cougars quickly up the court, and a two free throw opportunity for Shayla Draper. Nearly had the N1.
No, she did a good job of receiving that ball too. You know, they pushed that ball hard up the floor. Friday night they did that against Park City. They just pushed and pushed and pushed the ball up the floor. Try to beat the other team up the floors with the big pass.
Well, they list Shayla as a guard. Shayla is one of the tallest girls on the court.
She is, and she's their leading scorer, so she does a fair bit of the work.
Tonight's coverage brought to us by L&L Motor. 10 event savings going on now at L&L. Receive up to $9,000 off any new heavy-duty truck on the lot at L&L Motor. Misses both free throws. The Cougars yet to score. Cowboys with 5 points. Pressure defense.
Big high pressure too.
Boy, that's a travel. Yeah, she definitely drugged that pivot foot. And she had a little assist from Ross on that drag.
Yeah, you know, but it was shoulder to shoulder. I don't think it was. I don't think she fouled her necessarily. They just kind of hit bodies. It was pretty equal possession. I mean, equal possession.
Body position.
Thank
yeah,
you.
right. Ross nearly picked off, and the Cougars probably lucky to retain possession. Out of bounds. Berge with the ball. Ross going to set up front court. Patience here, just kind of working right to left. There's the entry pass. Ooh,
right into Houston. She does a great job of getting two hands on it, but one of the girls from Grantsville.
Yeah, Butler got a little poke on it. Yep, little poke and put it out of bounds.
Crossman does a lot of the bringing the ball up. She's their ball handler.
With the left hand, gets in the lane. It's stripped. It's going to stay here, I believe. No, they give it to the Cougars.
They all looked at each other, and the underneath ref made that decision. He had two other refs on the outside going, oh, we don't know.
Somebody had to make a call. Cougar ball.
Oftentimes that's a jump ball, and I quite like when they make a decision.
Entry to the high post, tipped again. This time off the Cowboys, gonna stay here.
Shayla lets that one go out wisely. She doesn't go gathering it up. She could tell she was gonna get it back.
Sometimes you get a head full of steam going chasing that loose ball and you can't convince yourself not to. Three-pointer up, rattles it, everything but in. Rebounded by the Cougars, jumps up, loses the ball out of bounds, but knocked out was Paige Farnsworth. So Cougars with their third possession here on this trip down the court.
That's two good looks for Berge. She needs to keep shooting them. They'll go down for her.
Off the glass, no. Oh boy, all by herself. And Braylee Crossman just took almost a little bit too much time.
Yeah.
She was so wide open.
And Berge does shoot it again. And there's a foul called on the shot. And this ref's going to miss this. That should be shots. Because she's shooting it at the same time that the foul happens. When he blows the whistle, there's the foul, there's the shot all at the same time. She should actually get 3 shots for that.
The foul was on the post. And it goes against number 22, Braylee Crossman. It's her second team foul for the Cowboys. Ross with a nice take into the lane. Fouls, can't get the bucket, but gets 2 free throws. So far, the line unkind. Here on the L&L Motor replay, you're going to see this take by Ross. She grips, rips, and goes, takes the contact, and nearly gets it to drop.
She kind of closed her eyes right as she went up because Abby Butler's kind of she's a full mill if you're going in there against her and you're Ross. You know, what's Ross, 5-0, 5? Let's see,
Yeah,
Ross is 5'6"
5'6"
against 6 foot. You know, that's a big difference there.
They measured her on prime night with her heels on, but
you know, they have that high pressure. That's when to put the pressure on, but Call, she can dribble the ball. She does a good job, Abby Butler.
Butler, the junior, catches up well above the three-point line and goes in and cannot make the shot after the contact. Called on the ground regardless. Back in, turns, nice post move, can't get that one to go down. That foul probably going to go against Houston.
So here you see on the L&L replay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know. Farnsworth came over. It looks like they got Houston. That's 2 for her.
A little bit of foul trouble, and looks like she's going to take a break, and you're going to see number 23, Tori Ross, the freshman, come in. So they're going with the Golden State theory here. Let's go small and fast and see what we can do.
Yeah, and you see, they just need to get the lid off the rim. You know, down 10-0's not crazy this early in the game, and they're not quite 10 yet, so they're still okay. They just got to come back and get a few buckets and limit the buckets on the other end. So let's see how they do.
Butler bangs the second one in. 9-point lead for the Cowboys. Ross to Ross. A little bit of a motion offense. Swings it out. Ross to Ross again. Good ball movement, and there's an open shot. That's what good ball movement does for you. It goes side to side, and they're off the schneid officially with Alyssa hitting the first 2 points for the Cougars.
And Berge steps in a couple of steps, and that helped her just get that one to go in for her.
Man, talk about solid defense there from Shayla Draper, and it turns into almost a rebound and then a turnover. But Draper played straight up defense on Abby Butler, who came in from the wing again, forced the miss. The Cougars bounced that ball around enough times they finally got possession. But that's hard to teach. They all want to swipe at the ball, but that was good, sound, fundamental defense.
Well, and it's tough to give them 3 chances like that, almost 4 chances.
Good hustle right there by Alyssa Berge.
And Tori with a 3-point look.
Bounces off.
Their 3-point looks are close tonight.
Well, and that's a case where Shayla Draper got caught with her hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah,
she picks up her first foul.
And that's a bad foul. 94 feet from the basket.
30-second timeout by the Cougars. Tonight's game brought to us by Strata Networks. Right now is the best time to join Strata Networks and get the most reliable coverage in the Basin. Going on at Strata right now, get $300 back when you switch to Strata's wireless service. And at the same time, customers can buy select smartphones and get a second one absolutely free. Well, quick timeout. What do you think?
I think it's a good timeout for Union. They just need to get a settle in on defense. And for heaven's sakes, I know there were a lot of tough bounces on those rebounds, but they got to go get a rebound. They can't give them 4 looks at a rebound. They got 3 shots out of that. You know, just so happens that Grantsville knocked the ball out last time, and that's how the ball came to the Union Cougars. They got to go up and get the ball for themselves instead of rely on the other team turning it over.
Yeah, the bad bounces will only last so long. Ross with a steal. Ross with a nice pass. Shot up off the glass, no good. A little bit of pressure here. Wow, what a dish by the freshman.
She plays some good ball. We talked a little bit about her early before the game, and she just does a great job. She doesn't look like she's going to with her size, but
yeah, she's the kind of person that looks like if the wind blew just right, she'd fall over. She's so skinny, but she's got a great court awareness. Quickly across half court, pushes the ball up. And look at the ball movement, crisp around the perimeter. Nice take with the left hand off the glass. Earns herself 2, Shayla Draper.
And there's the instant replay.
Look at this left hand off the baseline. Wow.
L&L does a great job bringing those replays. that foul was the second one on Abby Butler, which is quite important. You know, Grantsville's going to have to sub her out now. And she's certainly a big presence. Not happy with the ref down there and giving him the business right now. Kind of telling him how to do his job.
Ashley Regional Medical Center is the home of the Basin's best orthopedic care. If you have broken bones, sprains, or strains, or if you have knee or hip pain, call our orthopedic specialist. There's another ball just bouncing all over the place, goes to the Cowboys.
You see Farnsworth gets a touch on that, and I think Farnsworth does such a good job. She's just one of my favorite rebounders. Oh, and she thought she was going out, and she came back in. Draper went out.
Yeah, Chesney Nelson was the sub for the Cougars. Full court press here from the Cougars. There's a carry, gets away with it. Baseline drive, off the glass with the right hand. It's good, Riley Eakins.
Eakins does a great job on the take there. Tough to stop that.
What a pass by Ross. And right now, foul trouble could be the story of this half. Both teams get a lot of fouls. 5 fouls already for the Cowboys with 3:19 left in the first period.
These are some important free throws. The Cougars have missed a couple, and these ones just need to go. And boy, I jinxed her, didn't I?
Yeah, Paige missed everything.
So, you know, if it was a boys' game, it's air ball. You know, they're just not going to give it to her. She's just going to eat them up if they do. So.
Well, she hit nothing but net on that one. So now a strong front from the Cowgirls, 4 across, and still nearly get trapped on the corner and then lose the ball. Wow, if you're going to bring 4 people into the backcourt to receive, you best not dribble into a trap.
Yeah, and she just dribbled herself right out of bounds. So good trap, good pressure from the Cougars. And they got great ball movement. You know, they keep getting these open looks, and they keep missing the 3-pointers by just a little bit.
Little crossover dribble, nicely done. Ball passed, stolen, quickly across front court.
Bergie's going to go the distance.
Oh, she gets it. Wow, coast to coast. Who loves you the most? Bergie does. That's the way to do it. You get the ball and just take care of business on your own. And here's that pass over the top of the press. Now the Cougars in trouble, 3-on-2. Get it down into the post, and whoop, 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 off her foot and out of bounds.
So oftentimes that's what happens, Mark. You put the pressure on, and even though you're beat, the other team's just still in that pressure mode and throwing it. If you stay in it too long, they get used to that and know how to handle that. And this is a timeout where coach is going to tell them, hey, take your time once you break the press. Don't throw it away as soon as we break it.
Yep, so the press worked by they kept going too fast after the fact. Tonight's game brought to us by Moon Lake Electric, in operation since 1938, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned. Hey, find them and like them on Facebook and tell them thanks for helping us here at BTV Channel 6, helping us bring the game to you folks watching at home tonight.
Yeah, it's great coverage. I just hope everybody goes and lets them know they heard about them on VTV. So looks like Grantsville's just going to sit back in a pretty packed-in zone and force. Oh, they're going to step out. They're going to actually go to man-to-man.
It looks more like a 1-3-1 here. See how they're trapping the edges. Ross with the 3. Ross, oh, it looked good. Big rebound. And that's one she should have just probably held on to. Not in danger of going out of bounds with Shayla Draper, but bounced it back thinking there'd be a perimeter player on the 3-point line, and it rolls up to the scorer's table. There's a long jumper, and if you want a team to shoot a shot, that's the one you want them shooting. Did you see Ross cause that?
She did. And Bergie goes coast to coast, and in soccer, that's a yellow card for simulation. She doesn't get touched, the Grantsville gal.
Megan Caffarelli started falling down about 3 feet before the contact was made. Probably a good judicious no call by the referees in a game where everything's been called. Off the glass miss was Bryn Knight, and then rebound by the Cowboys, and the Cowboys' second chance points are killing us. And there's a travel.
Alyssa just took off 2-3 steps before she dribbled. She was just headed down court again. I noticed Grantsville can dribble. The girls can handle the ball, every one of them, to a player. They can all dribble the ball well. That's good. That's serving them well so far.
Entry pass to the post, hard off the glass. Rebound by Draper, up the court to Ross. Ross is not afraid of anybody. Can't get it to go, absorbs the contact. Wow.
And it seems to me that Union's shooting pretty good shots, and they're going to fall for him. You know, this is what they just need to keep up what they're doing. And there's a good jump ball.
Katie Ross got that jump. And I'm telling you right now, the Ross family is the gift that just keeps on giving here in Roseville. We get to watch their kids play for so many years. And I'm excited about this Tori Ross. This is going to be...
It's kind of fun to see the two, I'm assuming sisters out there.
Well, somebody out there knows. If you want to hit us, you've got my cell phone number. You can find us on Twitter at @the_Masonhater. Or, let's see, John Knows Sports. What's your Twitter handle, John?
Nerdin' on Sports.
At Nerdin' on Sports. Let us know if you know the familial relationship between Katie and Tori. I'm going to go with sisters until somebody tells me something different.
Sounds good.
Katie swings it to the corner. Little 15-footer. It's good. Nicely done by Draper.
Draper was solid, and you know, like I said early in the game, down 10-0 isn't that crazy.
Draper.
And right back in this game, 11-8 with 2 free throws to come. Tori stole that, though.
Yeah, the freshman, Ross, steals the ball, pushes it forward, and then Draper draws the contact on Riley Eakins and shoots 2 free throws.
It's almost like they missed school yesterday or something.
Yeah, their legs are a little tired there.
Here you see the foul there on the L&L replay.
Short again.
Front rims, 2 of them. Again, most everyone can dribble the ball for Grantsville.
Knight hits Caffarelli into the post. Nice fake move up, misses it though. Swinging that ball around. We don't have a number 31 on the roster for Grantsville. So unfortunately we don't have her name, but that is a nice find.
Chesney does a great job of finding Farnsworth down low. Here you see on the L&L replay. Look at that, just a great find. And she's going to score that layup. That is a have-to foul, and that puts them into the bonus one way or the other. So they're shooting free throws from here on out this half.
Ball short again. The free throw line isn't free.
Something tells me they just, you know, the lack of schedule yesterday or something, because they shot better than this Friday night, and generally speaking they do. So they'll light up here the second half with those shots as well.
There's the pressure again. So there's going to be no shot there. They waved that off. So that's the end of the first quarter here on VTV6. A lot of foul calls, but it went quickly, and the Cowboys lead the Cougars 11-9. We're going to take a short break. Stick with us.
Given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high-quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
Welcome back to Union High School. We're here on VTV Channel 6, where the Cowboys lead the Cougars 11-9. I want to thank Pilot Thomas for helping us bring you tonight's game. With the merger of Pilot Logistics and Thomas Petroleum, customers can get both Chevron and Conoco oil and lube products.
So, you know, the game started out 9-0 for the Grantsville, and boy,
that's how you play high post, low post basketball, John. Wow, there's an entry pass. You're going to see it come in here. And then look at the bounce pass to the post. And up strong, absorbs the contact. And up the free throw line. And if I had $1 for every time it bounced off the front of the rim, I'd be a rich man tonight.
And Farnsworth has front rimmed her first of the first 3 she shot, and she's made the second ones, and boy, just off tonight.
Jeez.
Shayla does a good job of getting a rebound look. I think that was number 2, Paige McCluskey for Grantsville. And here comes the big pressure, man-to-man, full court. The Ross girls can play some defense, that's for sure.
Boy, you see how quickly Katie recovered position after getting beat initially on the first dribble. Here's a dribble drive on the left side. That's up. It's no good by Bryn Knight. Rebounded. And I couldn't see who got the rebound. It was number 12, Riley Eakins. She goes up strong, draws a foul, and is going to shoot 2.
I want to see this on the L&L replay. Does she really get fouled? She must hit her arm.
Yeah, she got all the left arm, draped it across. It was Paige Farnsworth, number 20 for the Cougars. And at the line to shoot 2, Riley Eakins. Riley makes the first.
Riley does a good job for Grantsville. She's just confident out there. She's very, very seasoned.
Want to remind you to stick around for halftime. The halftime coverage is brought to you by Ridgeline Motorsports, where they work hard but play harder. Ridgeline Motorsports. So she makes both, extends the lead to 4. The Cowboys the only ones to score so far in the second quarter, but we're early in the second quarter. Nice swing passes,
great
boy.
ball movement.
Oh, and there's a nice block by number 31 for the Cowboys. Again, don't have her on the roster, so unfortunately we don't have her name right now. See if we can get it for one of the coaches before too long passes by.
Little Ross just stands there, man to man, woman to woman.
Tori Ross, and did you see her convince the Stripes to make a call? There probably wasn't a foul here. I'm just gonna go on the side of number 14, Caffarelli, and she kind of goes straight up and watch this.
And she just,
oh no.
She forces it. She just forces the contact. Well done. Well done, Tori.
She did actually make severe contact with both arms, though. My back was their backs were between me and the ball, so.
Jeez, we're just having free throw troubles for the Union Cougars tonight. And there they go again, one-on-one. And
another offensive rebound by the Cowboys. Unfortunately, this time rebounded behind the backboard, and Megan throws it off the black rubber and out of bounds.
Boy, that's fun to see 12th grader, 9th grader battling out midfield and midcourt, and the 9th grader just taking the ball from her, going down and saying, "No, I'll get a foul on you." Shoot some free throws.
Well, nice crossover move into the lane. Can't get it to go to the runner.
And that's Draper's day so far. She just keeps hitting it close and not quite been able to close the deal.
She can't miss all night long. 31 with the dribble drive. Blocked. Nicely done.
Paige Farnsworth does a great job blocking. Here we go. Megan Draper again. Excuse me, Shayla Draper comes down here again and just can't quite get the handle. And relentless pursuit with the Ross girls.
There's a foul, and that's going to go against Farnsworth, and number 31 certainly earned that. Watch the entry pass, how she catches it sliding, turns, faces, rips, and it just wins the body, the position battle. And that's what causes that foul.
She just keeps her shot arm in between her and the ball, and does a great job of guarding her shot. That's the second foul on Paige. Let's see if Coach gives her a break or leaves her in the game.
No alms for the poor tonight at the charity stripe. Both teams shooting under 10%.
Butler's set to come back in if this basket's good from number 31, the unknown player.
2 Cougars go after the ball, and it stays for the Cowboys. Another second chance opportunity. That's something they've got to clean up.
It really is, and Shayla had a chance to go get that, and she just thought it was out on Grantsville.
Boy, 2 skip passes in a row, then a shot hard off the glass, rebounded again by the Cowboys. Finally, the Cougars get a rebound.
And pushing it, just pushing it up the floor.
What a take by Ross with the left hand scoop shot. It's good.
Up and under all the way.
Both quarters, the Cougars have started slow. Maybe this is where the lid finally, they take the lid off the basket. Butler with the little 10-footer, no good. Ross, rebound. Ross up quick. Can't handle it. Almost steps out of bounds, doesn't. There's a scrum down here. Who's going to end up with it? Of course, Ross does.
And Berge, oh, just a hair short. Oh, nice touch by Draper. And a nice find back in there. Boy, that's a foul to me.
There's the third chance point. Farnsworth picks up the loose garbage. And then while she's double teamed, she forces the foul. I think that's going to go against Caffarelli. And they give it to number 12, Eakins. That's her second. So a slew of Cowboys in foul trouble. That ball is short again.
And she just battling it. Normally Farnsworth does a little better job than this on the charity stripe. So she just needs to forget about it, loosen up a little, and knock it down. There she does.
That was good.
And the game is close now. It's a 1-point game.
Little bit of soft pressure coming across. Cougars beat it. Wow, nice take. And then the drive.
I was going to say, it looked like double dribble to me.
Oh,
I don't know if they've got this on the LNL replay, but sure enough they do. You'll see she goes, she turns and switches. Yeah, do you see that there?
Two hands on it.
And the Union Cougars come down. Berge takes a shot and just misses it while we're watching that replay. Nice steal. Again, that same good pressure from Ross and Draper.
Draper makes that runner. She steals it at half court. And just a little look off. She doesn't fake the pass, but looks her off, and then that opens just enough for the layup. Ross with the pressure in the front court, and then that ball's gonna go in and taken, and then a foul called. I believe it was Draper that picked up the loose ball, then got the foul. She'll be on the line for the double bonus with 4.5 minutes left.
Yeah, there's a lot of fouls from them, and sometimes the refs will start evening that up on a half. And if not, starting the second half, they tend to add a few on there. So the Cougars need to just watch their P's and Q's. And man, Tori, keep that pressure up as the ball's brought down.
Makes the first. Tonight's game brought to us by Northeastern Counseling Center, where professionals offer hope, help, and healing. Northeastern Counseling has been providing mental health and substance abuse services to the citizens of Northeastern Utah since the mid-'80s.
So Regan Anderson and Chesney Nelson came in to spell Farnsworth and Berge. And look at the pressure. It's just on right now. And sure enough, the Cougars get a touch there. That was Chesney. Last year we got a chance to work the games a little bit with her brother. He's another super athlete from Union who is currently rodeoing for college. College rodeo star now.
Sure, why not? The rigor of rodeo on a guy's body, you know, you've got to be an athlete. There's a rebound and a miss by Anderson. Just had a bad angle. There's a timeout from the Cowboys. And it looks like it'll be a full timeout. If that's the case, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Pilot Thomas Logistics provides a wide variety of services including fuel delivery, lubes, and oils. Pilot Thomas has experienced tremendous growth in the last couple of years with the merging of Western Petroleum and Thomas Petroleum. They have local employees that are committed to providing their customers with excellent service and competitive pricing, while having some unique services like a DEF pump dispenser at the Naples card lot. As Pilot Thomas continues to be a leader in the fuel distribution industry, they are committed to providing high-quality service to their customers now and in the future.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
Welcome back to Union High School here on VTV Channel 6, where the Cougars have reclaimed the lead 16 13 over the Grantsville Cowboys. And it's the full court press that's doing it, John.
It is. And it's fun to see that. And, you know, in prep basketball, oftentimes that lead is hard to overcome, and other times it's just part of the game, a lot of runs. Boy, she can handle the ball really well for a 6-footer.
And in the lane, then a pass. Well, it's a good find by Butler, but she just threw it a hair behind the intent, you know, and it goes off her shoulder out of bounds.
And that's what the pressure does to you, speeds you up a little bit.
And it's a luxury to have your center handle the ball that well.
Yeah,
you know?
That was fantastic.
Working the edges, trying to find an opening. Swing it back to the left side. You know, you change sides a couple of times. It's so hard to play good defense. And there's the open shot they're looking for off the rim.
That's a good hustle to the rebound, and Butler comes up with it, and she plays point guard again.
Butler triple team. Butler on the ground, ball on the ground. Everyone on the ground, picked up by Castagno, and she picks up the foul.
Great hustle by Draper to get on the floor. Here you see on the replay. You didn't quite see it, and that's not a bad foul. I mean, that's open to the basket. You know, make her earn them from the stripes.
That's just if I'm going to foul you, you're not going to shoot the shot foul. So there's a rocket from the free throw line.
So it turns out to be a decent foul.
Whitney with her second opportunity. A little more touch on that one, misses it still. Nielsen with the rebound. Nielsen's going to bring it up. Finds Ross. Ross sets up the offense. Good choice.
Ross has a lot of poise in there for her size, I'm telling you.
With the left hand, backing it out. Wow. And Ross earned the foul on Whitney Castagno. And it's just, she's bouncing in, she's bouncing out, she's changing directions. It's going to be a pleasure to call her number for the next 4 years. Watch this.
Whitney is like, who is this little kid?
Boom. And then she just comes in.
Pops her right in the mouth.
Yeah. Short on that free throw.
They got to get like a little cartoon taped up on the back rim or something.
Short again. Rebound Cowboys. If they'd looked forward, they had numbers on the wings. Content to set up. Look at this high pressure. They're willing to meet them 10, 15 feet off the three-point line.
I think coaches realized that they're a little undersized inside and they're oversized. You know, they got the defensive battle outside is better for the Utes.
Butler earns the foul here against Regan.
Good find.
And boy, with the size advantage that they have on a couple of the positions, I'm surprised they're not trying to work that size advantage a little bit more against Tori Ross, but no adjustment so far by the Cowboys. There's the foul shot missed. Oh, nice take again.
Nice rebounding. Whew. And that's just what Grantsville didn't need. I think that foul's going to go against Butler, and that's going to be her third foul, and make it a tough game for her. 2.5 minutes left in the first half, and she's got 3 fouls already.
And you see the coach for the Cowboys looking down the bench, and Coach Vera says, okay, why don't you go in, Natasha, your turn. So Natasha Landon coming in, the forward, the senior forward, 5'9".
There's a couple free throws. Nelson said, I got this. And here's that high pressure again. Oh, it almost.
Now the numbers, see if they can work something here.
Off the bench, and her first shot's a tough one, but that
goes and gets her own rebound. No, it's the other forward that got the rebound. That was Natasha Landon that got the rebound. Wow, another take to the rim. And right now, Shayla Draper's getting to the rim at will. Now she's got to start finishing. But a nice rebound by Reagan Anderson, and she's going to go to the line for 2.
And you see on the replay, Reagan gets this. That's the second one in a row. She's got definitely a foul, you know. So her rebounding's making a huge difference for the Cougars. Boy, that's the story so far.
Building the house one brick at a time here tonight at Union High School.
I think they're using feathers to build this house, just a little light.
That one looks good, it is.
Found the handle there, give them a 3-point lead.
Shooter subbed out, and for the first, Cassie Houston back in. And still the pressure. Why not? Worked so far, 19-15 after trailing by 9 in the first quarter. Tori Ross, she's like a whole hive of bees swarming down there.
Katie's not so bad herself. She's kind of got things figured out as well. Trying to keep the hands out of the guards and just put so much pressure that the interior passing's tough.
There's a nice high post entry pass. Take with the left hand.
Well, I'm going to say she traveled before she shot that, but we'll see here on the LNL replay. Take. Ah, man, I didn't see the other foot, but boy, it looked like it live to me. Pretty good hand straight up on that one.
Well, it's another cowboy we don't have a number or a name for. It's number 33. She's on the line. Actually, it's Madison Fields. We do have a name for her. Madison Fields is at the line.
She hits her first one, does a good job.
With the left hand, in and out.
Big, tall rebound. A little high on the pass. Trying to keep the ball moving forward. So they're going to back the pressure off to half court. No, they're going to stay man-to-man full court. Oh, and Ross almost gets that one. Gets a pretty good touch on it. And she does get it.
Boy, nice chase down by Houston.
Just going with the ball. And Draper loses the handle there. Steps up with a little high pressure. Nice shot. That's a great
Well done
finish.
by Riley Eakins. Did you see the spin move on the block?
Like, she just went like there wasn't anybody guarding her. And there was two of them.
Well done by Eakins. Here's a take. Got to the rim again. Number 14, Shayla Draper. Is it any surprise she's got an amazingly quick first step? And then Ross earns the foul. That's going to be bonus fouls. 1-on-1 for the Cowboys. Tonight's game is brought to you by Affinity Sports Zone. Affinity Sports Zone is open 7 days a week from 10 to 10, Monday through Saturday, and 10 to 8 on Sunday. They have large party rooms, baseball cages, and arcade games. Don't let the cold keep you inside. Come on out to Affinity Sports Zone.
Mark, we got us a basketball game here. You know, it's tightened up. It's a one-point game. Ooh.
Nicely stolen by Castagno. She gets across half court. She's going to set up the half court offense.
That was well read by Whitney. She does a good job of seeing that and just stepping up and taking it. Oh, and little Ross. Tori does a great job. She's going to go get some free throws here.
Tori Ross with the N1. Tori Ross, the littlest in stature but the biggest in heart, goes up and gets a three-point play.
She doesn't know any better.
Wow.
It's just the way it is for her.
When you got ice water running in your veins, nothing gets to you. And she took on the entire Cowboy offense and went and made a three-point play. Did you see her swipe that ball?
That was just excellent. The finish, and then she's going to make that free throw. Yeah, she's going to be fun to call for this year and the next three after that.
Stagno with the right hand, can't get it off the glass. Rebounded by Draper. Draper gets it to Ross.
And coach is saying, hey, let's just take a minute here. Let's run this down, run us the last second play.
15 seconds left, swing it outside. That's a three-pointer, it's off.
Little Tori.
Ross with it over the back. How is that even possible?
She's riding her. Going to give her a little one-on-one action down at the other
Ross
end.
saddling up. You don't ride Cowboys, Ross. You're supposed to ride bulls like your brother.
Yeah. It was Nelson that rides the bull.
Oh, is that what it is?
I might have said it wrong earlier.
No, who knows?
Chesney's
brother. Okay. Castagno with the free throw up and good. And it's kind of a disaster at the end of the period. You don't want to give him a chance to score with a clock stop. And Whitney's going to make both.
And here we go. Let's see if they can come down and get another
10 seconds left.
Look.
Ross, wow, head full of steam. Going back the other way. 3 seconds left. That ball's up in the air. And Tori steals it, and that's going to end the first half. I want to remind you to stick around for the Ridgeline Motorsports halftime show. We'll have some highlights and more here on VTV6. Stick with us.
Are you pushing the limits of riding? Are you ripping down the nastiest trails? Adjusting to the elements? Racking up the most miles? The 2016 Ski-Doo sleds. Are you riding or are you watching? See the 2016 sleds at skidoo.com.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
These days, we all want more speed. And right now at Strata Networks, that's exactly what you're going to get. For a limited time, upgrade your current internet package and get faster speeds at no additional cost for 90 days. That's right. Browse, stream, and download faster with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. Call us today to get your free speed boost. Only from Strata Networks. Restrictions apply. See store for details. Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Get out of the cold this winter and come to Affinity Sports Zone, where the fun comes naturally. We have arcade games, the lounge room, and batting and pitching cages. We offer a fully stocked snack bar and a bully-free environment where kids can come and have fun. We do parties in groups, or just bring your friends and come on down. Like Affinity Sports Zone on Facebook and come see us today.
You're watching the Ridgeline Motorsports Halftime Report
on VTV6.
In Utah, 562 people died by suicide last year. In 3 consecutive years.
Welcome back to Union High School here on VTV6, where you see the Cougarettes performing their drill routine. And these girls are talented dancers. Well, we're here on the Ridgetime Motorsports halftime show. Ridgeline Motorsports has significant rebates going on now on all 2014 and 2015 Ski-Doo snowmobiles and 2015 Can-Am side-by-side and four-wheelers with rebates up to $2,500. Come check out the all-new Can-Am Workhorse Extreme Utility Defender. Towing capacity of 2,000 pounds and a payload capacity of 1,500 pounds. A new Versa Pro 3-person bench seat with adjustable driver's seat. Every Can-Am ATV and side-by-side vehicle is built with the same DNA. Industry-leading performance, precision-engineered handling, and a rider-focused design. Get ready to ride with a new Can-Am off-road vehicle at Ridgeline Motorsports today. Can-Am, the ride says it all. Go see the friendly staff at Ridgeline Motorsports at 543 East Main in Vernal, or call 789-RIDE. Ridgeline Motorsports. Work hard, play harder. Well, John, well, you said it at the beginning of the game. Here's 2 teams that are pretty evenly matched. We should have a ball game, and we've got a ball game.
It's a good one. You know, it started out, it made me a little nervous, like I had said something wrong there, but Union came back. Now they've got the lead going into the second half.
Yeah, and the lead provided by a beautiful 3-point play by Tori Ross. We're going to check out some highlights here on the Ridgeline Motorsports halftime report. Let's check them out now. Going into the replays, and the game started out early with Grantsville hitting a 3 in the corner. And then there's the take, and with the left hand off the glass, Riley Eakins. A driving runner by Berge, and it goes in. Swing out pass, that hits Shayla Draper, and she hits the little floater. And then Butler gets blocked by Paige Farnsworth. Ross with the left hand, the scoop shot up and off the glass. Shayla Draper steals and goes coast to coast for the layup. Inbound pass to Butler. Butler fouled and one there. And here's Tori Ross, the freshman, getting chased down, but she doesn't care. Banks it in and then hits the free throw. And that's how you get to a 22-20 halftime score with the Cougars leading the Cowboys by just 2 points. Wow, what do you expect?
Pretty fun game. You know, second half I looked for the Union Cougars to actually shoot just a little bit better. They're getting open looks, got the jitters out of them. You know, it's an important game for them, like we talked about early. They're going to make their free throws a little bit better this half. And look for the Grantsville Cowboys to find a way to break this pressure. And it's a challenging pressure because it's man-to-man. It's not like you're breaking a zone pressure. It is man-to-man, and so it's kind of mano-y-mano.
And you would think that play to Grantsville's advantage because 1 to 5, they seem to be able to handle the ball well. It's the decision-making after they get out past half court that's really hurt them there. And, you know, and I guess getting the ball inbounds too. So it'll be exciting to see what happens here in the second half. Certainly the pressure on the one side. What adjustments do you think the Cougars will make?
You know, I don't know if they need to make too much of an adjustment. They're getting the shots they want. They're getting the ball down low. Maybe a little patience once they get it deep, you know, but the speed of play has been what's doing it for them. So maybe they just keep it speeded up and learn how to score that fast.
Yeah, the foul trouble is going to be the key to the game with one of the stars for Grantsville already with 3 fouls and a slew of players on both sides of the ball with 2. And, you know, that foul count kind of evened itself out by the end of the half with 10 fouls each, 10 team fouls each for both Union and Grantsville. So interesting to see what happens with a 2-point game. I'm sure you're excited to see what happens. Stick with us. We'll have a few words from our sponsors. We'll be right back for the tip-off at the beginning of the third quarter.
At B&D RV, we are the Basin's headquarters on providing affordable, comfortable RVs that get you out of the city and into the woods. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, here at B&D, we will assist you with your purchase. Stop in today and see our large inventory.
Are you a busy mom like me with so little time, juggling so many different things that getting your oil changed is the last thing on your mind? You won't believe this. Head to L&L Express Lane. You don't need an appointment. There's a place for your kids to play, and you can use an iPad with Wi-Fi while you wait. And here's the best part. It's all done under 30 minutes or less. Come and see us at L&L's Express Lane. People you know. People who care.
Given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
Pilot Thomas Logistics provides a wide variety of services including fuel delivery, lubes, and oils. Pilot Thomas has experienced tremendous growth in the last couple of years with the merging of Western Petroleum and Thomas Petroleum. They have local employees that are committed to providing their customers with excellent service and competitive pricing, while having some unique services like a DEF pump dispenser at the Naples card lot. As Pilot Thomas continues to be a leader in the fuel distribution industry, they are committed to providing high-quality service to their customers now and in the future.
Well, welcome back to VTV Channel 6 here at Union High School, where the Cougars lead the Cowboys 22-20. And it has been everything we thought it would be. Multiple lead changes, inside game, outside game, pressure, turnovers, everything you think of a basketball game we had in the first half.
It was a great first half. One of the notes, you know, when we came back, you could see the officials standing there. And the officials, they're not really like too involved in the game. You don't notice them. They're doing a great job in this close of a game. You know, give them a hand, and I hate that kind of pressure late in the game when it's so close. So hopefully it's close and we put the pressure on them to make the right decisions.
So the Cougars already on the court. They're going to go with their original starting 5. The Cowboys going to take every second of available time left to them. It'll be the Cowboys ball, I believe, to start here. Possession arrow.
No, it's going to be Cougars ball. I think that Shayla Draper had a rebound, excuse me, a jump ball.
Jump ball, and that changed the possession arrow. You're right. Still some conversation on the court, and there's the whistle, and off we go. Ball inbounds to Ross. She's going to be checked by Castagno. Entry pass. Oh, nice find. And unfortunately, Draper can't handle the pass. A little too high.
I think Draper thought she had it in her hands and headed in for a layup.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass. Houston, it's just a bam-bam 1-2 pass. Here's the pressure, stolen, and right at the rim, you know who it is, number 33, Cassie Houston. Nice steal.
I believe that was Farnsworth.
Was it Houston? It was Farnsworth, number 20. Well, hey, Paige, you know, old man eyes, I thought I saw a 33, but it was Paige Farnsworth with the steal.
It's those light yellow number lettering on there.
On a white jersey.
Berge gets her hand caught in the cookie jar. She sticks it in there, and Whitney takes care of getting a foul there. So there's the first one on the Cougars this half.
Well, and every ponytail looks the same after a while, too, you know?
They do, and Paige does a great job of playing bigger than her stature.
Little crossover dribble by Butler. Butler backs down. Houston hits the nice 10-footer. That's difficult basketball, but she did it well.
She did do it well. Ross just flying down there. And that was Paige again, just straight up the middle, scoring 4 so far this half. Boy, back down at the other end, Butler gets another good look and gets her own rebound. She could tell it was off before she left her hand.
Butler was trapped down there. She didn't even blink. She just worked it out to the edge, kicked it up to Megan Caffarelli, and she hits the 15-footer. Boy, the Cougars.
Boy, that's a great find on Berge's part. Just, how did she find her there? That was excellent.
We're going to see that on the L&L Motor replay, perhaps. No, it looks like we'll miss it, but that's okay. No, here it comes. Watch this pass. Just, woo, wrap around. And Houston can't get it to go in.
We missed Paige Farnsworth's third field goal of the half, but she does a great job of just receiving the ball, going back up and scoring.
Finishing at the rim. It's so critical that you make those layups. That ball's going to stay here, possession for the Cowboys.
Wow. Fast-paced start to this game. A lot of baskets being made.
And
nice steal. Shayla Draper.
Draper one-on-one at the rim, goes right to left, tries to shoot back with her right hand. That's the time to use your left off the glass. And as she's shooting with her right, it just continues with her body. Misses all the rim. And Houston, not Houston, Butler, excuse me, is going to inbound past this.
And Butler's she can handle the rock.
Look at her split the trap, getting all the way down with the left hand up and in. Abby Butler, wow.
Coast to coast. Shows us the most.
And Butler's going to pick up a foul there, and that's kind of unfortunate. It's going to be her 4th foul. No, I believe they gave it to 14, Megan Caffarelli. No. They did give it to Abby Butler. And that's too bad. She's just one of those situations where she was kind of running down and her momentum carried her into the shooter. And Draper making her pay there, making the first.
And in for hers, number 31.
That's the player we don't have a number for. I looked on the match preps, and I still don't have a 31.
So that was Shayla Draper, made her 2 free throws there. Ooh, just a tough foul there on Farnsworth. Kind of a hustle foul. It's gonna be her 3rd foul of the game.
You're gonna give up fouls on the press. That's one of the things you have to concede, because you're trying to make turnovers. There's a ball that could have been called a double dribble, but it must have deflection.
At least went off a Cougar leg.
Oh, and that is a steal by Draper. Draper picks it up on the left edge, and that's going to be a charge. Yep.
She's going to go up and hard. And
Wow. You know, Caffarelli, when she jumped up, she almost hit the rafters. She was pretty excited, and well done by that young lady. She got down in a hurry, got her feet set, and you know it's going to hurt when you take that blow.
No, and she took it. She took it like she's supposed to. Well done.
That ball gets in the middle, and that's when you know you've got the press broke. With the right hand, fouled, floats it over the rim, but it's got two free throws. That's Braylee Crossman.
And I think Cassie Houston with the foul. You see on the replay as they break it, Cassie's in that position where she's just beat if she goes for the ball or if she doesn't. So she fouls and makes him earn them at the line.
Made it easy with the tomahawk swipe there. That's one of those ones where maybe you can turn and get your arms straight up and make it a tough shot, but gives her free throws. Braylee hits the first.
And Reagan subs in for Houston.
The crowd's starting to cheer for Tori. We all want Tori Ross to get some minutes.
Again, the game's tight, 2-point game. Both teams playing great basketball right now. And the Cougars just hopping the ball around. They have great ball movement tonight. Bergey's gonna go all the way in, gets touched, and she makes that one.
That's a tough shot. She gets stopped in her progress and just kind of twists her body. Here's a turnover, bounce pass, back to Bergey, long, rebound, up, off the rim, another Cougar rebound, and this one's gonna, no, I thought that one was good.
Yeah, you know, it looked like it. Farnsworth's made 3 of those this half, and just that one doesn't fall for her. 3 opportunities for the Cougars, and nothing out of it, but that was a great possession for them. There you go, Farnsworth with another rebound. She's just a rebounder machine.
Oh, now with the right hand, Shayla Draper coming in from the left edge, gets that one up the glass and in, and you knew that she'd start finishing those layups sooner or later. There's a near steal.
And Ross
Butler.
tackles her.
Wow, Ross tackled her.
Watch this on the replay. Ross almost gets it, so she's gonna keep going for it. And the tackle instead. Doesn't touch anything but the Cowboy. Same good pressure on. There you go, and they clear it out, and that's right. Definitely the way you coach that. Just get the ball in, everybody clear out, and then dribble up one-on-one. And it almost doesn't matter who brings that up.
Boy, that's a nice move by Braylee Crossman. She does a little hesitation move on the three-point line, and then a quick first step and goes in, gets inside, and has the body control to finish. Well done.
Looked like she was gonna fall down too, so really well done.
Butler with the rebound. Oh, nobody picks up the ball. Crossman decides, I'll just go all the way. There's a ball thrown.
Great hustle for Chesney.
Crossman misses the free throw, or the easy layup. Ross quickly across half court. Ross in, finds, and makes Reagan Anderson, the freshman.
That was great speed. Ross just pumped it up.
That's going to be a block. Oh, that's a tough one.
I got to see that on the L&L because it looked like she was standing there to me.
Well, this is just Reagan Anderson, a freshman. She just makes a little mistake. She slides and doesn't get set.
No, she doesn't.
She does a little hop and doesn't get set. That's a slide where you need to do it on your heels instead of the hop slide. She'll learn the nuances there later.
Yeah, she will. She'll get that right next time.
Well, the front rim jinx has hit the Cowboys on this end of the court. Now they've switched sides.
And Tori Ross back in the game to see if she can wreak a little havoc on this Cowboy ball handling.
So 2 misses on that foul by Reagan Anderson. Turnover on the other end.
And Draper basically hands that one off. Just kind of lost the handle as she was going in.
It's like a read option in basketball. Nice spin move. Then with the right hand, can't get it to go, and it's going to be an over the back on number 31 for the Cowboys. Tonight's game brought to you by Utah State University. Start or complete your education right here in the Uinta Basin and be an Aggie in your hometown. Programs are available in business, nursing, education, natural resources, and many more. Apply now for the best scholarship opportunities and course selection. Visit uintabasin.usu.edu.
Rattles in. Sorry to interrupt that, Mark.
It's a long reader, and the Aggies helping us bring that shot to you right there.
And that was Katie Ross with a nice three-pointer. Just had a little second. And boy, that was nice. Anyone watching that enjoyed it.
Rebound, put back up. Eakins can't get it go. Eakins gets her own rebound, goes for the third time.
Draper.
Stolen this time by Draper.
How did she come up with that, Mark?
Eakins only made one mistake on that.
Boy, that's a bad call. That's a really bad call. She comes around. You'll see here on the L&L replay. We don't get it on the other end. She does get set. She gets that same hop, and Draper avoids the contact. She sold it. That was well done on the Cowboys' part.
Paige McCluskey.
Now she's got to deal with Tori. Just got them quicks. Oh, they little illegal screen. That'll get her off.
There's
nice
a rebound by the freshman Anderson up forward, and she's going to make it with the right hand. Chesney Nelson.
And the Cougars have gone on a little run here. I believe we're going to have a timeout. Going to be probably a full timeout to get this stopped.
No, it's a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here. Want to thank JCS Construction. They are proud to support VTV's coverage of local high school sports. So a little 30-second timeout.
With an 11-point lead now. It was a 2-point lead, and the Cougars have extended this lead with their big pressure, and they're hurrying that ball up again. Beating the other team down the floor and then shooting layups, and shooting them well this half. Draper hasn't missed too many, and then, boy, the rebounds from Farnsworth. She got 6 early rebound putbacks. So everything close for the Cougars. Balls are starting to fall down for them.
And the future looks but bright for the Union Cougars with 2 freshmen giving you big minutes. Reagan Anderson, number 11, and number 23, Tori Ross. Wow, this is really something the Cougars can build on.
You know, you see Chesney Nelson as a junior, and she plays great when she's in as well, so they do have a bright future, even though they have a fair bit of seniors this year.
It's so important.
I thought that was a double dribble.
Yeah, it looked like she picked it up. I heard you.
Must not have picked it up. Look at Tori. Look at her boxer out.
Nice rebound by Bryn Knight. And there's a three-pointer up. It's just short. And here comes Berge. Cross. She finds a nice dump-off pass, but it's going to hit the rim. I think that was Anderson that shot that one. Ball's on the ground. Anderson dives for it. Can't get it.
Boy, that's good hustle on everybody's part there. Uh-oh.
Well, and they just forgot to account for the post player, number 31 for the Cowboys. Great defense, except for nobody down there guarding the post.
Well, that was a good timeout. Got them 2 points on the board. Just what they needed. Stop that run. Now if the Cougars can just continue with their little miscommunication on the skip pass.
Yeah, and Katie Ross looks and says, was that for me? And just one of those passes that was kind of in between, and neither one of them went for it till it was too late.
And I think it was for Berge all the way. But Houston back in for Regan. Here comes the pressure.
Look at her footwork, how she keeps her chest right in front of the ball. And there's a steal.
There's a great steal from
Chesney Nielsen. Chesney, full speed, can't get it, but guess who does? Ross can't make the ball. Basket with the left hand. Then there's a travel.
Boy, I don't know if she traveled it. She should have just shot that. That was
just tell me how Tori Ross gets that rebound.
I don't know.
And then gets a left-hander up in traffic. It defies the laws of physics. Saved back to the Cougars, unfortunately. Berge dribbles it up. Berge all the way. She's going to get a blocking foul.
Just breakneck pace. Both teams up and down. As you see this replay, you'll see that Berge does a good job of getting around her, not going right into her. And, you know, they got the last one. They're not going to get them both.
Well, Crossman had better position on that one than the last charging foul. I'm not going to lie to you. But she gets the blocking foul, and that's her third on the night. And with that, that pushes the Cowboys into the bonus. 7 team fouls. Excuse me, I've got that backwards. It's 7 team fouls for the Cougars, only 3. And that was a shooting foul, and that's why you see the 2 shots.
And this pressure that they've put on has forced them to foul a little bit here in this third quarter. But it's also given them an 11-point lead. Oh,
the quick hands of Tori Ross.
They're just in there, in your face.
Even if we slowed it down, it would look like a hummingbird's wing at how quickly it darted in and out to knock that ball away.
I'm going to stick with the hummingbird. She's that hummingbird that beats the other ones off as she's trying to get it to
nice rebound. Well done by Braylee Crossman. Goes up, gets the offensive rebound, rips it away, and then scores the layup. And a near steal by Bryn Knight.
And that was Crossman's 11th point, so she's doing a great job to keep the game close and not too out of reach for the Cowboys.
Three-pointer by Ross, a little long, off the glass, no good. And that'll end the third period. Up and down the court we go. The Cougars extend their lead 43-34 over the Cowboys. That's the end of the third period. Stick with us for the exciting finish of tonight's game.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
Are you pushing the limits of riding? Are you ripping down the nastiest trails? Adjusting to the elements? Racking up the most miles? The 2016 Ski-Doo sleds. Are you riding or are you watching? See the 2016 sleds at skidoo.com.
Well, welcome back to Union High School, where the Cougars doubled their scoring production in the third period alone, up and down the court, and they extended it to a 9-point lead over the Grantsville Cowboys. But 9 points is something you can overcome, so both teams here in the exciting fourth quarter finish see what they can do.
And the pressure is on. The Cougars just putting ball pressure on the ball wherever it is, man-to-man.
Oh, there's a nice pass. It was just a beautiful pass to Eakins, and Eakins was so wide open. It's kind of one of those where you don't want to miss it because you have all day to shoot it.
And, you know, that can happen all night for them if they want. With this much pressure on the ball, you just set screens, and then you have open players.
Little back cuts behind the screens. Tori with the shot. She puts it down from 15 feet away.
Shot that just like a hummingbird.
Yeah, just like a hummingbird.
Quick as it can be.
Boy, that is a catch and shoot that is so hard to teach, and rarely do you see it on the prep level. And there's another back cut. And when you have high pressure, that's what you do. Back cut, rebounded by 31, can't get it back in.
Farnsworth.
Ripped away by Farnsworth.
Farnsworth is a rebounding machine. I don't know how many she has today, but she's got to be close to double figures in rebounds.
Swing pass, Nielsen, long, rebound. That looks like it's, that
was Farnsworth.
Farnsworth again.
And I don't know how she got it. She had to lean way back on that one.
Crossover dribble into the front court.
Good crossover.
Ross checks her. Oh, that could have been a travel.
And the battle, that little hand check. Maybe a foul coming if they're not careful.
And there's an and one.
That is a bad call. You know, but there was fouls all along the way, and they give them that one.
Well, watch here on the L&L Motor replay. Whitney Castagno goes and absorbs the contact. She initiates it, then heaves it up with the right hand.
There's just not a foul there.
And here at L&L Motor, we have the biggest inventory of Ford and Ram all under one roof, and proud to sponsor VTV's production of local high school sports.
And the ball just keeps moving around. A lot of pace on that. The big cross again.
But those skip passes are hard to execute. Nice take by Houston. Can't get it to go. That's one of those right-handed shots on the left-hand side are tough to make.
And it was just in and out.
They're going to call a foul on Tori Ross.
Now, I agree with this foul. You know, that one's the right call. She's hand checking her, bodying her up all the way down there, and they call that foul. Well, Berge back in for Houston. They're still going to go really small right now and really push the ball. This is about the smallest lineup they've gone with tonight, and they got their speed in there. Berge does a good job of stepping over and getting shooter like she's supposed to. Yeah, just whipping the ball forward.
Ross to Ross, can't handle the ball, turnover. It's the one thing the Cougars can afford here with the 7-point lead now is unforced errors.
And Draper back in, see if she can do some more damage in the scoring arena. And now you've got Katie Ross just going to put a lot of pressure on in there. Draper almost had one.
Boy, her mark on the game didn't take her long. 1 second after she entered the court, nearly had a steal. Trouble getting the inbounds. That's going to be a 5-second call.
That was getting awful close. You know, that wasn't a super quick. That's probably right on 5.
Tonight's game brought to you by Strata Networks. Right now is the best time to join Strata Networks and get the most reliable coverage in the basin. That's Strata Networks. Ross looking for an opening, swings it. Been a lot of court switching from the Cougars, and that's how you get these zones open. And Ross finds a little seam, gets to the rim, and lays it up.
And she shoots that right hand and put a little weird spin on it to make it go in. She just has a feel for how to make that ball go in.
Ball tipped out of bounds, stays here for the Cougars. Back in for the Cougars, Tori Ross. She's gonna check out her sister. Give her a little rest for the stretch run coming up. 5 minutes left here in the game.
And Tori, she's not afraid of anybody's height, which just, you know, in basketball, I was always a little afraid of a guy that's 6'10". And of course, she's not going against 6'10", but.
Farnsworth all the way, gets a blocking. Wow.
I think that's a fantastic call, because watching the replay, you see Whitney just sets up and she falls down well before she gets there. That's movement. So she steps her foot back. That's a good call and a good finish.
In the NBA, that's a $7,500 fine for flopping. So Paige Farnsworth for the chance to finish off the three-point play. It's up, and it bounces around. It isn't good.
But it works out for them. They get a 4-pointer out of this if they make a bucket.
Sam Hoops calling the play in from the sideline. Wow. Did you see Draper? She looked like her head almost got taken off, and she made the basket.
And they don't want to call a foul on Butler because that's 5 on her. That was a free one, and they're going to give her a little bit of leeway, it looks like, but probably not a lot. Boy, that's on Shayla Draper on the other end.
And right there you see Braylee Crossman is just so upset she didn't get that to go. Emergency room care at Ashley Regional has never been better. With a new trauma team in place, the emergency department can now respond with all the personnel and equipment needed in just minutes. You can feel comfortable knowing you will get the best trauma care at Ashley Regional.
So you can see on the L&L replay that it was the swipe that got the foul on Draper. And that was her 4th foul, so she's going to sit down for a couple minutes, let Ross come back in, and keep the Tasmanian Devil defense on.
Trailing by 13, free throw up, no good. Knocked out of bounds, it'd be Cougar ball.
Boy, Mark, it almost looked like her hair got in the way on that one. I know that was funny, but she just shook her hair funny.
A little bit of pressure.
A little half-court pressure.
Chesney Nilsson just rockets one over to the mascot. The mascot's got his hands on his hips saying, yeah, no, that wasn't, no, I'm not playing. Pressure again from the Cougars. Cowboys, get it across half court. Nice take with the left hand, draws the foul.
And that's going to be 2 free throws, and you see this, Tori just couldn't get back. There was too much traffic, and she's got to ride her. And they call the ride foul, and the foul started to clear out there, so I don't know why they call that on the shot, but it's 2 either way, so it doesn't matter.
Tonight's game brought to us by Moon Lake Electric, in operation since 1938, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned.
You see Houston comes in for Nelson.
Caffarelli misses that one on the left side.
And there's another rebound for Farnsworth. For sure she's in double figures now.
Ross into the heart of the defense. Oh my goodness, that was an awkward fall there by Paige Farnsworth. Just kind of scorpioned into the pad.
And that's only the 4th, or is that the 5th foul on? That's the 5th foul on the Cowboys this half. So they've done a good job of not fouling. They had a lot of foul trouble. I'm sure they talked about that.
Blocked by Riley Eakins. Riley pushes it forward to Butler. Butler does track it down, and then the off-the-glass shot by Braylee Crossman.
Boy, that's a good find. Well done, Butler.
Ross crosses over, kicks it out to Berge. Berge gets it in, and up and in by Cassie Houston.
Houston does a good job of making that basket.
And there's a body check by Ross. That's the right call.
It is the right call, but they've been letting it go all night long, so, I guess they're going to tighten it up now.
Tonight's game brought to us by Pilot Thomas. Race fuel and cylinder propane refills are available at the Naples location. Pilot Thomas Logistics continues to offer local services such as fuel, lubes delivery, just as they did for years under Western Petroleum. Well, that's a timeout on the court. Was that a full timeout, John? I didn't see.
It was, and you see, I think Coach Hoops is going to say, look, we don't need that foul. 70 feet from their basket, we don't need to foul them right now, but I hope they don't take the Taz off. I like the Tasmanian Devil defense. It's what's got them the 12-point lead, but with 3 minutes left, they don't need to give away that 12-point lead either.
Yeah, and the one thing that will help the Cowboys the most is scoring with the clock stopped. So in the double bonus right now, the Cougars are, so every foul hurts really badly.
And it's starting to get to that point where only 5 fouls on the guests might be an issue. They kind of need to foul a couple times to get it into the bonus so that they can stop the possession. So
yeah,
that'll be an interesting thing to watch to see how that goes. There's just some Cougar crazies, Mark.
Well, it looks like the drill team has changed outfits and gotten to the chef hats. Can't wait to see what they've got cooked up for us here on the second game of our doubleheader tonight.
Well said, Mark Mason, the Masonator.
So at the line to shoot, Whitney Castagno, the senior guard, and she's had a heck of a night tonight. And, her primary role is getting them in, getting them into their offense distribution, but here she has a chance to score. She gets it up and in. That'll be her 4th point that's her 7th point of the game.
She's got 4 fouls on her.
And she makes the 2nd, so with 8 points, and makes it a 10-point game. They've got to whittle that down soon. Little trap here. A nice find, and Berge up off the rim and no good. And there's that 6th foul, so now both teams in the bonus from here on out. And look at this swing pass from Houston.
Right to Farnsworth, and she just takes one touch, almost makes the layup after the foul. Pretty hard foul, too.
Yeah, a lot of strength to even get the ball up to the rim because both arms were going down when she was shooting.
So that was 2 free throws on the other end that went in, and 2 free throws on this end. And neither of them went in. So that's a 4-point turnaround with the clock stopped. Big favor for the Cowboys.
Oh, and off her leg. Whitney Castagno got across the half-court line and to the rim really quickly, but then lost the ball right underneath the rim.
And now they've got this pressure on that. The Cougars are doing a pretty good job of beating right here in the middle.
Oh, nice steal. I believe it was Caffarelli that got the steal, and then again off the leg of the Cowboy dribbler. And right now, the Cowboys can't get out of their own way.
That was the crazy 30 seconds we just saw. 4 free throws and a couple, oh, looked like she carried that ball to me.
Oh, and that's a nice dump off to Berge, who hits it up off the glass and in. Ball up ahead to Crossman. Crossman, oh, what a pass! And she finds Riley Eakins right all alone on the left, on the weak side of the defense.
So we've got a 10-point game, and just the ball bounces the way of the Cougars on that one. And the ball bounces the way of the Cowboys on that one.
Round and round we go. Tonight's game brought to us by Northeastern Counseling Center. Northeastern Counseling has been providing mental health and substance abuse services to the citizens of Northeastern Utah since the mid-'80s.
They're going to back that pressure off and just pick it up at half court now. Man-to-man half-court pressure.
Nearly stolen by Katie Ross.
And that's certainly no small part due to Tori Ross's. Do we want to go with Taz, or do we want to go with...
Floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. We'll just call her Ali out there.
Kind of like the hummingbird, though. She just buzzes like one out there.
Nice take. Gets the, oh, I thought she made it. That was Megan Caffarelli at the rim, and it rolls out, but gets 2 free throws, and that's going to be a foul against Tori Ross. Boy, she nearly got that to go.
And that's Tori's 4th foul. We've got 4 players, Tori, Houston, and Draper with 4 fouls.
And Castagno, Caffarelli, and also Butler somehow still hanging in there with 4 fouls. So a lot of players on both teams in foul trouble, John.
Yeah, we talked about the refs needing to even that up, and they sure have this second half.
So with that basket, the score now 55-47.
Full timeout.
Full timeout. We're going to take a short break. Stick with us for the final 2 minutes and 10 seconds of tonight's game.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
These days, we all want more speed. And right now at Strata Networks, that's exactly what you're going to get. For a limited time, upgrade your current internet package and get faster speeds at no additional cost for 90 days. That's right. Browse, stream, and download faster with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. Call us today to get your free speed boost. Only from Strata Networks. Restrictions apply. See store for details. Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Welcome back to Union High School here on VTV 6. With an 8-point lead, the Union Cougars lead the Grantsville Cowboys, and a little bit of pressure has gotten them back in the game, and that's a half-court violation. No, it's going to be a timeout.
Oh, coach does a great job of seeing that, because it would have been a half-court timeout.
So Sam Houston takes the full timeout. We just left, so we're not going to. We'll keep it here. I do want to thank our sponsors for helping us bring you tonight's game. Here at Affinity Sports Zone, they're open 7 days a week from 10 to 10 Monday through Saturday and 10 to 8 on Sunday. We have a large party room, 3 baseball cages, 1 soft and fast pitch softball cage. We also have a pitching cage with a radar. Don't let the cold keep you inside. Come on out to Affinity Sports Zone. Well, that's just let's not give them another freebie.
No, and that's a good job. Well done on Coach Hoop's part. And, you know, Tori does a great job. She dribbles into trouble. She gets across the timeline, and there's 4 Cowboys around her. And she looks back and sees her sister back there and just can't quite wait till she touches down on her half. So, good timeout. And now they're going to take it out at half court and see if they can probably waste a little clock before they take a good layup.
2 minutes and 3 seconds left. The two things you can't do are unforced errors and fouls if you're a Cougar, and right now you need to get ball pressure and get a steal. There's a ball forward, and up off the glass was Cassie Houston. That's how you break a press. You find it inside, outside, then hit the post for a free layup.
That was well done. And that same hard pressure, the Cougars do not stop that full man-to-man pressure.
Eakins with a nice move, can't get it to go. Up and off the glass was Butler. And still the Cowboys shooting. Eakins with another opportunity. Eakins can't get that one to go. Rebounded again by Butler. Butler again. Oh, this is just a travesty.
And they're going to call traveling on the Cougars after all that. I think there was 7 or 8 rebounds there. I lost track.
It's illegal in 48 states what the Cougars just did on the rebounding end. And the Cowboys with the possession, down by 10. Minute 18 to go. They've got to do something quick. In, up off the glass, no good. Ross with the rebound. Ross with a little bit of pressure, pushes it forward to Torrey. Torrey wisely backs it out, 1:05 left. No foul from the Cowboys. Get it in. Berge goes to the line. Oh, Berge on the baseline and up and in. 12 points, and I hear the fat lady singing.
You know, and there was no need to go, but if you're going to make a basket, make it that one. 8-point lead. And Ross with the box out on Butler. Berge just kind of handling it smartly here.
Head to Torrey. Torrey down to Houston, kicks out. Berge three-pointer, no good. Ball's bouncing all over the court. The Cowboys have it. Forward. That goes to Eakins. Eakins finds and just can't hit Castagno, out of bounds.
You know, and there's no point in taking a shot until they foul you right there if you're Berge. But she's feeling it, you know, and I like the rhythm. I like that they're just playing in rhythm. They're going to waste about 10 seconds getting across the timeline here.
Ross loses the handle and goes and gets her own.
You know, someone must have hit that on the Cowboys side. Boy, that cross-court pass.
No foul. There's 3 fouls that could have been called, and I think they give that one fondly to Abby Butler.
You know, and Butler played a great game. You know, give her a big hand, everybody. She did a great job. Stayed on the floor a long time with 4 fouls and imposed her will. She only had 8 points, and you know, that's due to her foul trouble, definitely. And number 31's done a good job in her stead as well. So we're going to have a few highlights right after the game before we sign off in between this girls game and boys game, and you know, definitely warm up the bus and get ready. This one's over.
Ball up and in. I want to thank JCS Construction, who is proud to support VTV's coverage of local high school sports. And that's going to end it. Oh, and she just hits the front of the rim. Wow, and what a game. The Cowboys came to play, but this is the Cougars' den right here. And they won 60-47. And it was close at halftime, but the Cougars exploded with 21 points in the third period, extended at 9, and eventually won by 13. Hey, let's take a look at some of the highlights of this game. We're going to go back to the first half, and right off the bat, Grantsville with the three-pointer. That's up and in by Braylee Crossman. Then with the dribble take by Riley Eakins, she goes in with the left hand. Here you see Berge going strong to the rim and pushes it in. And then just a nice shot by Draper. Abby Butler gets blocked. Draper picks up the garbage, and then Ross with the left hand up and off the window.
Just kind of casual right here for Draper.
Yeah, Draper just 3/4 speed. Inbounds pass to Butler. Butler gets the foul. Then that ends the first half with Tori Ross scoring the layup and one. Nice take
Farnsworth
by Paige Farnsworth. Ball up and in there. And here's Butler with a nice scoop with the left hand. Berge doing what she does on the baseline, up and in. And then the find here
Regan Anderson with a nice finish as well. And there's the number 31 who did a great job in Butler's stead.
Here's Castagno going in, absorbing the contact and up and off the window. I want to thank L&L Motor Replay and all of our sponsors for helping us bring us to tonight's game. Thanks for tuning in for the first half of our doubleheader. If you're watching live, if you're watching on TV, thanks for watching. We'll be right back.